Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Eagles haven't only flirted with disaster, they've courted disaster, they've romanced disaster, they've married disaster, they've become one with disaster. So finally, now at rock bottom, there's only one way to go. Can they finally go up? Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
We're here in this cozy old bandbox smack dab in the middle of downtown Atlanta, Georgia. And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
You like that? You like that?
So the offense will come out for their first possession.
Good field position for their first possession of the ball game. Let's see if they can capitalize off of it.
Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts.
Blue 14.
Dangerous throw. This one's picked off.
This safety always seems to be in the right place at the right time. It's no surprise that he comes up with the interception here.
The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
So much in football is about how you respond to adversity. Moving forward after a turnover is a perfect example of that.
The quarterback and his receiver make a great play here and convert on an early down.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and short. Ball on the 34-yard line. Tackled after a decent pickup. They'll pick up a first down with that run from the halfback.
Solid 5-yard pickup. He was almost able to get to the secondary, but as it is, he still manages to move the sticks.
5 wide. Passes it, and it's picked out of the sky. Brought down at the 41.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Caught, and this is going to be a first down.
He had a couple of freight trains coming at him, but when they blitzed, it created a hole in the coverage, and they took advantage of it.
The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation.
Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. So that's their 3rd interception this half.
It's simple, Brad. The defense has been really...
The offense will take the field, hoping for a better result than their last drive.
He's got a lot of time to forget about that last pick. He's just got to stick to the game plan.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they make the stop
Right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, this is a great job by this young man to get the ball out of his hands. He was facing an all-out blitz and didn't panic at all. It's a nice pass and a new set of downs to show for it.
From their own 28-yard line. First down.
This quarterback is tough as nails. Brad, he's going to sit in that pocket and give himself a chance. The only problem is, at some point, you've got to have a feel, almost that sixth sense on when to get out of there and avoid the pressure, or just to throw the ball before you get hit.
And he's tackled
Around the 30-yard line.
Nash gains about 2 yards on the run.
From their own 30-yard line. Third down.
Got a man, watch out here. Tackle at the 44-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 14 yards. First down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, check Mike 15. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Set. Oklahoma.
Throws it out right to the running back.
He's taken down at about the 45.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 45. And he can't get away from the pressure.
Oh, that is a big hit on the quarterback. That's one of those, as an offensive lineman, when the film study starts to come around, you're going to kind of sink in your chair and just hope they don't call you out, because you're going to get embarrassed on Monday on that one.
Welcome back. Tight game here in the second quarter as we begin play. They come out in a 5-wide set. They'll bring him down
At about the 49.
That was a good pass and catch there, but still not enough for the first down.
You think about the challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. And he's going to be sacked.
This is 9 yards on the way. That'll make it 2nd and 9.
Defensive coordinator anticipating this 5-wide set, and he comes in with his dime package.
he's going to air it long. Knocked down, incomplete.
Well, you want to do everything you can to keep the ball out of the hands of these receivers, so that was a really good effort.
From their own 16-yard line, it's 3rd down. Defense goes with the extra defensive backs as the offense comes up 5 wide. Zips it right. Picked off.
Brad, it's still early in this game, and they might be able to get back into it. I just feel like the quarterback seems to be forcing things a bit. I understand back in the game, but that time to throw an interception when you really need points, that was a big mistake.
Here's a step in the maturation of a young quarterback. How does he respond to throwing an interception on that last drive?
The first rule on offense is to take care of the football. These guys need to remember that on this drive.
Quick throw out to the receiver. And he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
That's just a great call by the coordinator there, going to the air on 1st down.
So after the big pass play, we've got a 1st down.
Alert Sam! Alert Sam! 50, 50.
First down grab. He gets hit out of bounds right around the 14-yard line.
That's pretty impressive. Accuracy is important, but just as important is having receivers that can make plays.
They failed out here the last 2 times. He's tackled around the 5-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. And down he goes at the 3.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check.
Hand off, and he's met immediately. Loss of 2 on the run by the halfback.
How about the hit by the defender? Just a great job of pursuing the ball, and that's how you finish off a tackle.
They're at the 5. It's 2nd down. Gets to about the 5-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Nice run up the middle.
That brings us 4th and goal.
Down! Blue 19! Blue 19!
Touchdown, BC. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Nice grab on the play. And he's taken down around the 45-yard line.
20 yards. 1st down.
Any offense is predicated on being able to move efficiently like this.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down.
Blue flag. Check. Taxi.
On the catch, and he steps out. It's complete for about 4 yards and a first down.
This quarterback still hasn't missed a receiver on this drive.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Doubles, doubles, doubles. Check three, check three, check three. Oh, yeah, I'm comes it. Oh, yeah.
Looks to him again, complete. Tackle made at about the 35.
That brings up second and 1.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Wants to throw outside, and he couldn't hang on to it. Incomplete.
Dixon was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Brought down around the 28-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. First down.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
Bruin, Bruin.
Got it and brought down immediately. Jackson picks up 6 yards with that grab.
That'll bring up second and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down.
3 down. Max 50.
Good outside run there.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. First down.
3 down. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Set.
Going right, intercepted.
He seemed a little hesitant on that throw, and that left the defender time to break on the ball and pick it up.
Quarterback couldn't maintain possession on their last drive. Let's see what he does here.
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially.
That'll bring up second and 3.
They come out in an empty backfield.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. Here's the halfback. Tackled outside after a nice pickup.
Gain of 4 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
3 down. 3 down. Cookies the mic. Cookies the mic. Set.
Fires out quick. It's picked off. For the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
That's frustrating for a coach when you preach fundamentals every week and then have somebody really is going to set them back.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 25. Gets it. He's in space. And he tackles him hard at the 33-yard line.
Gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Set.
And they make the stop at the 40.
Gain of 7 on the play. First down.
Check 3, check 3. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. All right, alert, alert. Bruin, Bruin. All right, alert, alert. Bruin, Bruin.
out of bounds at the 44.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
We're at the 12th play of the drive. Into coverage, and the defense has it.
Makes the interception.
Welcome back to the action here as we resume play here in quarter number 4. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession.
Anytime you give the ball away, it's a disappointment. So these guys want to show that they can hang on to it.
46-yard line. First down.
I got you, punk, Sam.
And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
That's a loss of 12 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 9.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long. Slings it, and he's tackled at the 48-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Tackle at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Hey, Bruin, down. Set.
Quick pass. He's taken down at the 32.
Gain of 8 yards.
Let's go.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. Wait a second. They put the points on the board, but they might have to take them down.
Little stumbles like these can kill your offensive progress.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Set,
Quick release. Oh, had it knocked down.
Joseph's intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Hey, Bruin, Bruin. Set, hey, watch the slant.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Gain of 7 yards. First down.
This is the 8th play of this drive. Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun, 5 wide receivers. And he brings it down. And they push him out around the 16-yard line. The Eagles are looking for some new players to step up this season, Herbie. And, you know, every team needs a new star to be born year in and year out because you lose a fifth of your roster to graduation every year. And they've got all their DBs in there to match up against the 5-wide set. Throws to the receiver, and he's got it again.
That makes it 1st and goal.
First down. Defense trying to prevent any more damage. 1st and goal inside the 5. Puts on a move. Touchdown. So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the two-point conversion.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
And he can't get in, trying for the two-point conversion. Reese Davis joins us in the studio with this update. Reese?
They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. And right now with this offense, they are in sync, and really the timing and execution is flawless.
A little more than 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
They'll bring him down at the 45.
Gain of 10 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
And he's tackled in the open field.
White with the tackle at the 40-yard line. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Tries to thread the needle, and it's not going to work. Sheds a tackler. And that interception essentially ends this game. Well, let's see if he can shake off that pick that he tossed last time out.
The best way to move beyond a turnover is to score. And when you can start on the other team's half of the field, you're in really good shape to have a chance to do that.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Boston College. Late in the fourth quarter in a one-possession game, and poise is what it's all about here. Who's going to have it and who won't? That's a great tackle at the 8-yard line.
That's a loss of 12 yards on the play. That'll make it second and 9.
He lets it fly. And he's got it. And this one comes to an end. Our final count in this game, Georgia Tech 22, Boston College 20.
And the Boston College Eagles.
For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.